Hey YouTube, how you doing?
Hey, sis.
We're coming to you with a final review on Lady B Hair Company. And my friend, she's going to talk to you about her experience with this hair.
Okay, YouTube. Let's talk about the processing time. I ordered the hair back on March 27th, 2012. I didn't receive the hair until April 11th, 2012. It was supposed to have been shipped to me within 7 to 10 days. I did not receive my hair in that 10-day frame.
Okay guys, now for the 7 to 10 day frame, I kept emailing them to see what's going on with our order. And the lady, she was saying that, you know, it's going to be delayed because of Easter. And I'm like, we ordered before Easter, so that shouldn't have been a problem. But after the 10 days, she told me that she was going to ship it out. And then come to find out, I'm waiting, still waiting. She kept giving me a day and still nothing. And then finally she shipped it out after telling them, like, look, I want to, it doesn't make sense for me to sit here and keep talking to you about my order, which I put it way prior before it should have been shipped out. So that's what I have to say about that. And come to find out that the order got shipped. She told me it's going to be on a certain day, and I was waiting for that certain day, and then she finally gave me a tracking number. Now, when your order has been processed, they'll give you a tracking number. I guess within the 5 days, which we did not receive a tracking number until we finally told her, like, we want our money back. And so she sat there and said she's sending it out. It's already processed. And, I should receive it the next day. Guys, this lady didn't put it in until the next day. And then I didn't receive it until like maybe 3 days later. 3 to 4 days later. Yeah.
Okay, guys, moving on. I wrote a couple notes down just to let you guys know what my pros and cons were for the hair. Okay, I'm going to start with the pros, obviously. Okay, again, this is the Peruvian Loose Wave from Lady B Hair Company that I have in my hair. Peruvian Loose Wave. This is the curl pattern of the Peruvian Loose Wave. Again, from Lady B Hair Company. Okay, let me start with my pros. As you can see, the curl pattern is pretty nice, pretty curl pattern. I don't have any complaints about that. Also, the price wasn't bad. I paid $143 for two 12-inch bundles of, as I said before, the Peruvian Loose Wave from Lady B Hair Company. Also, okay, let's speak about the beards. When I first received the hair, the beards weren't bad. They weren't, I wouldn't say noticeable. You can see they were there, but it wasn't like so obvious. So that was a good thing. Also, the hair was definitely true to its length. We measured it, and it came a little bit past 12 inches. Okay, as far as overall hair quality, I would definitely say this is a pretty good texture. This is my second install that I've gotten from this hair, and I might even be able to get a third at a later date. So I would definitely say that's a plus for me because the hair company that I had prior before this, I wasn't able to do that. So I'm really happy that I was able to definitely say I got my money's worth with this hair because it lasted much longer. Okay, let's speak cons. This hair is very high maintenance. It has a dry look to it. Well, let's not say look. It is dry. So it does require a lot of conditioning. I do apply my conditioner and water and also the little Tresemme Flawless Curls that I purchased from Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, to keep this hair hydrated because it's very dry. Also, I believe we spoke earlier about the mailing process, but just to add, they did take 15% off the order for it being late, so that was a good thing. That should have been on my pros list. Okay, shedding. Yes, this hair does shed, I would say quite a bit, so you do need to seal your wefts. Yes, we did seal the wefts on the hair. I still do experience some shedding after that was done, but not as much as it was before we sealed the wefts. So please do, if you're considering buying this hair, please do seal your wefts. Also, near the back of my head, I did experience, like with the neck, where the hair sits on your neck back here since it's shorter length. I did experience some tangling in the back. But then again, I told you I do, I do a lot of running around during the day as far as my work is, it's very active. So I would definitely would expect some tangling, but it's not bad. You can definitely, deep condition it and brush it out, and it'll come right out. Also, for Peruvian hair, I noticed, for me, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but for me, Peruvian hair was hard for me to blend. More so harder than like maybe a Brazilian texture or something of that sort. So if you're thinking about getting Peruvian hair, please note that it may be harder for you to blend, and it's not the easiest hair texture to blend your African American hair with. Just say it like that. Okay, moving on to my last con. When I first received the hair, there was a lot of different colored strings in the hair. That raised an eyebrow for me, because the only time I really see different colored strings in the hair is when I buy it from the beauty supply store, and that's not a good thing, because that makes me question if this hair is even virgin. I'm hoping that, anybody else that's thinking about purchasing this hair won't have that same problem, but I did see quite a few different color strings in the hair. So just keep that as a note. Okay, after we posted our initial video about the Lady B Hair Company, my friend, she did receive the email from Lady B Hair Company. They were respectful and everything. They said that the pictures we posted were nice and everything. But they said the reasons why the string was there was because that's what they used when they were sewing or sealing. Well, should I say sewing the
sealing the weft.
Sealing the weft. I'm sorry, sealing the weft.
Construct the weft.
And to construct the weft. But to me, and she also mentioned that does happen by accident sometimes. Some bundles get sent out with those strings in it. But to me, if you really, really value your product and what you're selling to people, I don't think that they should have strings in it like that, because that doesn't, to me, say that the hair is virgin.
And for that, guys, for me getting an email like that, why would you put for the strings, you're constructing your wefts, but why would you put it in the hair and it kind of looks like it's blended in with the hair? And from what my friend said, I normally see that in store-bought hair. I've never seen it in virgin hair. Like, I've ordered virgin hair a few times. I've never seen it in my Naya's Indian hair. I've never seen it in my Genesis virgin hair. I've never seen it in my Divas Premier hair. I'm going to make a second video, guys. I know you're like, she got braids in right now. And I'll talk about the Divas Premier Curly later. But back to this Lady B hair situation. Now, as far as for my client, it's hard for her to blend for her hair, because her hair is kind of natural and then not. So with our second install, we did a full sew-in. But as you see, she's really not a stylist to help blend her hair in, because it's easy. But like she was saying, for some people, you might have to keep going back to your stylist to help blend.
Okay, guys, basically to the conclusion of this video. Yes, I definitely will recommend this hair from Lady B Hair Company. Again, Peruvian loose wave. I'm not for sure about the other textures. I haven't ordered those. I don't know about those. But I would definitely recommend this one, because it does last long. Like I said, I've gotten 2 full installs out of it, and maybe a third. And also, the prices are really reasonable. If you're working on a budget like I know I am, and most of us today are, you can definitely afford this hair. The prices are not bad at all, so that's really a good thing. So.
Yeah, it's a good price. But the only thing that I only had a problem with was the shipping issue. But other than that, this hair is holding up pretty well, and she's loving it, and she's taking care of it. It's better for her for a full sew-in. Now we're going to talk to you guys in the next clip about some new hair that we purchased. Later, guys.
Bye. Please subscribe.